Nuestra agua estaba muy contaminada y sigue con nitratos.
Se secó el pozo y no, ya desde entonces he estado batallando que no hemos tenido agua.
When we needed to use the toilet, I had to bring a bucket of water from outside the house.
El agua que está saliendo de aquí está muy contaminada a raíz de que el vecino de nosotros es lechería.
Y siempre estábamos enfermos, nuestros niños también.
El valor de la casa pues baja bastante de valor. Nadie va a querer comprar una casa sin tener ningún beneficio con agua.
About 10% of our income, monthly income, goes to buy water bottle.
They go to school and then I hear comments, people think that because you don't have water, you don't take showers.
And you kind of feel embarrassed. You turn on the faucet and the water starts coming out brown.
We don't want our family to get sick. Everybody, no matter where you live or where you're from, in the Central Valley or anywhere in the state, should be able to drink water from the tap without being afraid to get sick. What are we gonna leave to our families, to our grandchildren? I'm worried that they not only that they're gonna have contaminated water, but they're not gonna have water at all if we don't take care of our groundwater.
Most small rural communities in the San Joaquin Valley get their water from under the ground. This groundwater is stored in aquifers. Since groundwater has historically been a clean source of water, many communities pump groundwater to the surface and send it directly to houses with only very minimal treatment. Groundwater should be a safe place to keep water clean, but some pollutants can seep deep into the ground, contaminating people's wells. Some groundwater contamination occurs naturally, but much of the drinking water contamination in the San Joaquin Valley comes from the massive amount of manure and liquid waste generated from the giant dairy facilities in the region, the excess fertilizer applied to crops, and harmful pesticide residues. Regardless of the source, these man-made and naturally occurring contaminants seep deep into the groundwater and make the water unsafe to drink. In drought years, and with the introduction of more permanent and water-demanding crops, this water contamination can worsen, and people can run out of water entirely. Thousands of domestic wells can run dry as new, deeper agricultural wells pumping around the clock lower the water table, which is also no longer being replenished by normal rain and surface water irrigation. With drought expected to become increasingly common in the West due to climate change, we'll continue to see water quality and supply challenges long into the future if we do not act now.
Without enforceable groundwater protections, all this productivity lies on those that can least afford it. Farm worker familias are the backbone of the industry and are also disproportionately affected by agricultural practices in their health and their pocketbooks. Many families, to avoid getting sick, are having to spend up to 10% of their monthly income alone on bottled water and a utility bill. Drilling new wells, fixing old pipes, treating water for nitrates and pesticides and other contaminants can cost each community millions of dollars. Although this infrastructure is needed to ensure residents have safe water, we also need to consider the root causes of this drinking water crisis if we really want to solve this problem.
The reason I got involved in the local water board is because we were paying $28 a month at that time. And then we started getting letters from the company that our price was going to go to $100 a month. That was something that we were not going to be able to afford. I wanted to make sure that we have safe drinking water for my family and make sure that we have running water in our homes at affordable prices too.
Drought has been a hot topic recently, but drinking water contamination has been a problem for decades. And the health and economic costs of California's drinking water crisis hit communities hard. The drinking water crisis has multiple causes that have come together after decades of neglect to create one toxic cocktail that no one should have to drink if they have water at all.
Si el agua está mala, nosotros estamos enfermos.
Unsafe tap water can be found in nearly every county in California. But more than half of the communities with unsafe water are found in the San Joaquin Valley alone. This crisis disproportionately impacts low-income Latino farm workers and their families.
Salió muy contaminado aquí el agua de aquí de mi rancho, no puede irnos a tomar ni cocinar con el agua ni nada. So tenemos que comprar todo agua de la tienda.
Laura and I founded Community Water Center, El Centro Comunitario por el Agua, in 2006. We recognized early on that one campaign alone cannot tackle the challenge. Instead, CWC uses 3 core strategies to act as a catalyst and a resource.
Informed community solutions require educating ourselves about what is in our water and what we can do to make it safe to drink. As a community, we need to know which governmental entity is responsible for these decisions, when and where they meet, and what powers they have. As residents in our communities, we need to organize our families, friends, and neighbors, discuss the problem, find solutions, and advocate together for change. Finally, by attending hearings, providing testimony, or even serving in decision-making roles ourselves, we can advocate for the resources we need for a community-wide solution. We use all 3 strategies at the local, regional, and state levels to advance solutions.
La visión del Centro Comunitario por el Agua es de asegurar agua sana, económica para todos los residentes de California. Trabajamos directamente con las poblaciones directamente afectadas con el problema para traerles información y recursos adecuados para participar en el proceso para tener soluciones representativas y buenas para sus comunidades.
For over 10 years, the Community Water Center has worked alongside residents, supporters, and allies to advance community-driven water solutions in California's San Joaquin Valley. Our work is far from done, but we've had some major successes along the way, from new laws to successful lawsuits, from new funding to new leadership. We've accomplished a lot together.
So I think it's very important to get involved and get the community together. And if you had to go to Sacramento and your voice has a lot of power.
El Centro Comunitario por el Agua se aliada con ustedes para tener este derecho humano y que no siga siendo un privilegio aquí en California o en el mundo entero.
Las personas que gusten que se involucren con el Centro Comunitario por el Agua, con campesinas, porque así podríamos educar más gente, educarse a ellas primero y luego ellas salir para afuera a educar más campesinos.
Aún tenemos mucho trabajo para lograr la justicia del agua. Ya sea usted viva aquí, en el Valle Central, en la costa o en otra parte del mundo, usted debe participar en este movimiento para asegurar agua limpia, sana y económica.
La crisis es ahora. Edúcate, vota, involúcrate y dona a la causa. Toma acción ahora.